It's a new month and a new time to get stuff done for your PTA or your PTO. I am Christina Heideck of PTO Answers, and today we're going to talk about everything you need to be doing during the month of May. Now, the fantastic thing, or maybe the annoying thing, kind of at the same time, is that everything for your PTO or PTA kind of runs on a cycle, which means that you're doing the same sort of things around the same sort of time of the year generally. There's always opportunity to switch things up, but generally there are some things that you absolutely must be doing each and every single month to keep your group on track. That is what we're going to be talking about in this video. May means you are close to the end of the school year and the end of the PTO program year. It also marks kind of the beginning because this is a big transition month. In April, you should have held your elections so that you can know who the leaders of your group are going to be for the upcoming school year. And May is the month in which you install them. May is a great time of the month to acknowledge volunteers and leaders whose children are aging out of the school. I'm assuming they're going to be taking their times and talents to other schools, or maybe their kids are headed off to college and they can be officially considered retired from PTA or PTO. At the very least, you should verbally acknowledge and thank these volunteers because everyone's contributions really add up to make your PTO what it is. Now, to welcome in the new officers, they've been elected, but you should actually install them and give them information that they need to have to do their jobs for the upcoming year. So this can take the form of a very formal event where maybe you have like a dessert reception and you have a formal ceremony where the president installs each officer and maybe says something cheesy or corny. There are a ton of different installation ceremonies available online, or maybe you just do something very casual and quick. You're going to have to read your group and figure out what is the best course. It's a nice time to hand the baton off from the existing leaders to the incoming leaders and kind of get the ball rolling. It can be also a fantastic way to kind of get those new leaders energized and motivated and get the ball rolling with them so that they are not starting in August. You do not want to be starting in August. If everybody is just kind of learning their roles in August or after that fact, that's just going to really stunt the growth and the possibilities of your group. So do not make that mistake. Be sure to ask the existing leaders if they are not staying in their current roles to bring whatever resources and materials that they've either developed or received from the previous officer or committee chair. Have them bring those to the main meeting so that they can physically hand them off to the incoming person so that the incoming leader is not left without anything. You're also going to remind members, and this is really for the president to be reminding everybody to upload their digital forms and documents and everything to the group's cloud storage. And then if you are the incoming president, have the president give you all of the password information to the group's Google Drive or whatever other system that you guys are using. And then when you are the new president and you have that information, go ahead and invite all of the newbies to share in have access to the Google Drive or, again, whatever other system you're using. Give them access to the information and let them see what's in there. The current president should also be working to fill any outstanding roles that you have or open positions and volunteer needs that your group has. Let's say that your slate wasn't completely filled, and so that you have some volunteer opportunities. Continue to work through the month, until they're filled. Go ahead and find people to do those jobs. It is going to make your life as president so much easier if you're not adding those job responsibilities onto your already full plate. If you are the outgoing president, then you're really going to want to make sure to wrap up any loose ends and really hand things off in a nice manner to the incoming president. You know firsthand just what a big responsibility this role has been during your term. And so I'm sure you want to wrap everything up and give your incoming president the best chance at a fantastic term by giving them everything that they need. If you're continuing on in your term as president, or maybe you're the brand new president coming, like incoming, May is a really good time to get a meeting on the books with your principal so that you can develop kind of an initial plan for the upcoming year and kind of see what the principal has to think. Get on the same page with them as far as how often they want to meet throughout the year. What, like your game plan, what are the guardrails that and guidelines that you need to kind of follow? Every single principal is different. Some are easier to work with than others. And so for those of you, that is a wonderful thing. And if you have someone that's slightly more micromanaging and controlling, well, then I am sorry for you, but you're really going to have to cater to them and figure out how to work together. I have seen firsthand how relationships can kind of devolve where they're afraid to talk to each other, and it's a toxic situation. So you can kind of lay the foundation for a really good relationship by being really good about your communication and saying, hey, principal, I would love to meet with you to pick your brain about what worked, about what's working with the school and the PTO, like how we can better partner up to improve the school community, right? Because at the end of the day, that's what it really is all about, that your PTO is acting in concert with and can't talk, and as having the school be a partner with them to improve the overall school community, right? If you guys are acting in complete silos where just the PTO is over here doing their thing and the school is over here doing their thing, and occasionally there are some conflicts because y'all aren't talking, well, then that is to no one's benefit. So kind of try to avoid that. And one of the steps to avoiding that is to get that initial meeting scheduled and have it actually happen. Membership chairs are really going to want to start to develop a plan for how to welcome incoming parents and get them involved. So again, this is not something you want to wait until August to be doing. May is a great time because things are still kind of fresh on everyone's mind, and you can kind of be strategic and critical, like not like mean critical, but like constructively critical, and look at like what were the gaps this year, what worked, what didn't, and then you can look to improve upon or change what didn't work for the next year. Quite often at the end of the school year, there are new family orientations or new student orientations. So you, as the membership chair, should either be there yourself or ask the president to come with you or get a small committee of parents to come with you. You will find some newbies there who are hungry to get involved. And if you're not there and you're leaving it for the principal to relay the information about the PTO, or you think that just throwing some flyers on a table is going to cut it, it's not going to. I'm telling you, you will be really well served if you show up, and especially for the elementary crowd, if you have some summer events planned. Now, when I'm talking about summer events, don't get upset. It can be super casual, like just a kindergarten play date. Again, those new fresh parents are the people that you need to grab onto because they have a lot of energy. Hopefully they don't have any negative feelings about the PTO, and so they are ripe for the picking. So go ahead and schedule some gatherings at like a park, and just pick some random dates, and hopefully they're not all rainouts, but again, get the people either signed up on your email list, which you should be developing. I've totally talked about this before, maybe not in one of these monthly, like what you should be doing recap kind of videos. Get them on your email list, get them following your PTO in either your Facebook group or on the Facebook page. Get their contact information so that you can contact them about things that are coming up. Like I said, when I was president at the elementary school, I went to these orientations both in May as well as in August, and I always got like a small handful of parents that I could rely on for the upcoming year because their eagerness will come through. They are just so excited to get involved. Maybe they want to make friends. I don't know what the case is, but they want to get involved with your PTO. So take advantage of the opportunity as it presents itself, get their information, and invite them to get involved. there are surely roles in your PTO that are perfect for newbies. And if not, then you need to divide up maybe some of your current roles to make them smaller bite-sized pieces that someone can take on that doesn't have much experience with your group and have success with. That will give them the confidence that they need to roll up into more different positions that need a greater level of experience, because you really don't want to have a whole bunch of newbies on a board if you can all help it. That can be a really frustrating thing to happen. So if you are nurturing these new parents as they are coming in, that will really help your group long term. As Staff Appreciation Chair, I hope that you've been working hard to have a fabulous week of events planned for your staff. If you need some ideas about some last minute appreciation and love that you can shower on your staff, you can head over to my blog at ptoanswers.com. There's some ideas for last minute ideas there. And if you would like to do a theme for your appreciation events, I have over 50 ideas for you in a blog post there, and I am adding new party plans. So I call them party plans, but really they're staff appreciation party plans. It gives you a plan for the entire week so that you don't have to come up with this idea yourself. I know there are some people who are really good at coming up with ideas, and there are others that are really good at taking other people's ideas and putting them into action. So if you are I just need an idea to run with kind of person, then I have a bunch of ideas over on that blog, like I said, at ptoanswers.com. For family event chairs, May, like I said, is the end of the school year. So just go ahead and wrap up your events. Make note of those volunteers that you need to thank who really were instrumental in making the events throughout the year happen. Parents will not continue to come back and volunteer and be involved if they don't feel appreciated, heard, or seen. You can take a step in the right direction by thanking the people who kind of made the events possible. Fundraising chairs. May is a really fantastic time to choose your fundraisers for the upcoming year, because you're going to want to work with the family events chair and of course the president to kind of figure out what fundraisers you should do. You should definitely be asking other people what they think about the fundraisers, because if you are super excited about an idea and maybe it's a product sales sort of fundraiser and other people are like a little tepid about it, that means that your fundraiser probably won't be as successful as you want it to be. And so you should kind of look elsewhere. So it's good to kind of take the temperature of what other people are feeling about various fundraising options to see their level of excitement, because this could also translate into more or less help for you as the chair. Now, with all PTA and PTA roles, just because you are the fundraising chair or the membership chair or the family events chair, that doesn't mean that you personally are responsible for doing every single thing yourself. It means that you are in charge of getting a committee together and rounding up other parents and kind of delegating tasks. So just keep that in mind. For secretaries, you're going to want to make sure to submit any building permits that you need for your group to gather for the different events. Like usually the secretary submits the building permits for PTA meetings, whereas the family events chair will submit the permits for the family events that they want to put on, because they know the dates and the details and what they need and all of that goodness. So presidents, don't take on this task yourself. Delegate this to secretaries so that they can help you out with the busy end of the year wrap up and laying the foundation for the upcoming school year. So I want to ask you real quick, is there anything else in May that you take care of every year that you would add to this list? Anything I've forgotten? Let me know in the comments. I would love to hear from you, even if it's constructive criticism, because I do not know everything. I know a lot, but not everything. So I'm really open to hearing from you, and I would love to have a discussion with you about what you think I missed or what you would love to see added to this list. And then the other thing I wanted to mention is, if this sounds like a lot, if you are a new leader watching this and you are like, holy moly, I would love to know what's coming up for future months before Christina releases these videos, and also I need some help with doing this stuff, then I would really suggest that you check out the PTO Success. It really is a resource kit for both PTAs and PTOs, so that you shouldn't feel like it's only for one group or the other. Really, all groups can benefit from it, and it is a collection of really fabulous resources, guidance, ready to go templates, ready to go strategies that you can customize for your group. And it covers every single position in your group from president to treasurer and beyond. There is software to help you manage your group's money that eliminates the annual subscription fees. Say that 3 times fast. And it is really just something I have developed over the years to kind of help groups, because I know how hard it is to run a PTO and I don't want other people to have to struggle like I did. It would have been really awesome if someone had handed this to me. I think I would have been jumping for joy. Instead, I had to spend hours and hours recreating the wheel each year until I came up with this system that really helps to keep everybody organized and gives them really the confidence to know that they know what they're doing, they know what's coming up next, and really for a fabulous term for everyone. So I highly suggest you check it out. I will pop a link to it in the description below. So that about wraps up everything that you need to be doing or thinking about or considering for the month of May for your PTA or PTO. I really hope that this was a super helpful video for you and that you will join me for the next one.
Want even more guidance on how to be a stronger leader so you can run a better PTO or PTA? All these resources and more are waiting for you at PTOanswers.com.